Hello there. Are there tasks you perform over and over again and you wish there was a formula in Microsoft Excel that can handle it? Good news. You can create your own custom-made functions in Microsoft Excel using the Visual Basic for Applications VBA. Alright, so click on Developer tab and then get inside your VBA. Alright, or you can just press Alt F11. So let me right click on this one now. Let me insert a module, and inside this module, that's where I'm going to have all my functions. Okay, so let's say we want to write a function. We're going to make it a very simple one, but the principle is all the same. So let's write a very simple function. Let's call it net salary. Okay, I'm going to start with a keyword function. Then I'll put the name of the function. Let's call it net salary. And then open the parentheses, then put all your arguments. So my argument in this case, let's say I have gross salary, then you put the data type, let's say double. Okay, put a comma, then let's say tax rates as, let's use double as well. So let's close the bracket. Then the output of the function, let's say it's also double. Okay, I'll hit enter. Then you see now I have end function. Alright, so I'll put the outcome of the function here. So let's say net salary is gross salary minus gross salary multiplied by tax rate. Okay, so I can go into my Microsoft Excel window now and run this. So let's say I'll type equals to net salary is there. So let's say somebody's earning a gross salary of 10,000 and the tax rate is 0.1. You already know it's going to have 9,000 salary. So let's make it a little bit more complex now. So what if we want to add another variable now? Let's say loan repayment. Loan repayment as double. Okay, so we want to remove loan repayment here. Loan repayment. Okay, so now let's modify this. So what if this guy is repaying a loan of 2,000? You know, that will beat the salary down to 7,000. Okay, but let's see this. So what if there's no loan repayment? We're going to have an error. Why? Because the function is supposed to have 3 parameters, but we have only submitted 2. Okay, but now what if we can make this loan repayment optional? So I can put optional here. Optional loan repayment as double. Then I'll put the default value as equals to 0. So optional is a keyword here. This optional keyword makes this loan repayment an optional parameter. Okay, and it sets the default figure to 0. So if I come here now and I run this again, now there will be a value even without the third parameter, because the third parameter now is optional. If it is there, fine, and if it is not there, it's still fine. So that is what the optional parameter is doing there. Alright, now if you look at this formula now, the last thing now, if I click on this, you see that there is no help available. I mean, look at this. Let me run a function. Let me say equals sum. You know, if I click on this now, I have the function name here. I have the number 1, the second number, and then the numbers. There are descriptions here which can help me. If I come here as well, number 2, there are descriptions. Can I do the same thing for my new function such that the users can get some help at least to guide them? So to have that description in my function, what I will do is I can achieve that by creating a procedure. So let's create a procedure. Let's say sub. Let's give it a name. So let's say net salary info. Then just open and close the parentheses. Then inside the procedure, we can just say application dot macro options. Put a space to access the parameters. Then the first thing is the macro name, so we are going to copy the name of the function here. Then put it in quotation marks, put a comma. The description, so the description is what the function does. So let's say this function, let's start with the block letter. This function calculates the net salary from a given gross salary and tax rates. Close the parentheses. Then the next thing is menu text. I put a comma to avoid that. As shortcut key, let me skip all of this. The category, let's put this in my custom functions, right? By the way, shortcut key, category, paste this. So status bar, I'm skipping that. Context ID, I'm skipping that. I'm skipping this as well. Then the argument description, this is what describes your argument. So I'm going to create an array here. Then I'm going to take the arguments one after the other. So the first argument is gross salary. So gross salary, this is the total salary excluding deductions, right? Put a comma. So the next argument is tax rate. So let's put the description. This is the rate at which tax is charged. Then loan repayment. Let's say this is the amount deducted to repay pending loan amounts. So once this is done, we are through. I'll close the bracket for the array, then I'm done. Let me run this sub now. I have run the procedure, and now when I come here and I click this now, can you see now I have the description here. Then the gross salary has a description. This is the salary excluding deductions. Tax rates, this is the rate at which tax is charged. Then loan repayment, this is the amount deducted to repay pending loan amounts. So that is how to create your own functions in Microsoft Excel. So I believe this video has been very useful and impactful. Please subscribe to this channel so that you can get alerts when subsequent videos are published, and engage the content, like and share to those that you think this might be useful for. Thank you very much.